everybody. I'm going to show you guys how to do what's called an algebraic proof. And this is part of a larger idea, which is called deductive reasoning. And I think I've mentioned that a few times in class after we did that search for patterns, the inductive reasoning. And this is an example of it and kind of the intro to it. And how we're going to start this in this chapter is we're going to look at some algebraic proofs, stuff that you have worked with last year. We'll reinforce those strategies for you and those standards from algebra. Okay, so here we're going to start off with this equation: 9c plus 1 is equal to 10. And anytime that we start any kind of thing called a proof, we have to be given something. And so we just call this the given. Okay, it was given an equation that was given to us. Okay, so now what would you do to solve this proof? Well, the first thing that you should do is get the variables on one side, the numbers on the other side. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. And if you watched the previous video, when you subtracted both sides, a number from both sides of an equation, that was called the subtraction property of equality. Now, I'm really big on abbreviating. So this is SPE. I know my S's look like 5s, but it's SP, subtraction property of equality. Then I'm going to write down what do I get. 9c is equal to 9. And we can just call this simplifying or combining like terms. Simplify is what I'm going to call it. Then what do you do? Well, the next thing you do is you divide both sides of the equation by 9. Anytime you do something, you have to give a reason why. So I divided 9 from both sides. So DPE, which stands for division property of equality from the previous video. Then I'm going to write what I get. And what's my reason for doing that? Well, I just simplified it. I gave the property and then I just simplified it. And so that's the conclusion of an algebraic proof. This is what I'm going to have you do on a homework assignment or practice assignment in class. And so make it look like this and make sure you apply the appropriate properties. Thanks.